I'm Edie.
I'm Judy, and together we are the
Rainbow Grannies. Yay!
Yay!
Tasha, I want to thank you so much for joining us.
This is for this is uh International Transgender Day of Visibility. And you are the first person we thought of that we wanted to bring in as a guest to talk about because you are so visible. You are so visible, you are so out, and you are so proud to talk with.
We want to thank you so much for joining us because we were lucky enough to have you join us one morning on TikTok on our live Zoom. And you impressed the heck out of us, along with all the other people that had enjoyed us that morning. When by the time you took us on a nice little tour of where you were working and you showed us some nice pictures and stuff of you, we just realized you were somebody that we wanted to get to know a little bit better. And we're really glad that everybody else is probably going to want to get to know you a little bit better.
I try. I try.
Oh, it is International Transgender Day of Visibility. What does this mean to you?
So it's a day for everybody to be visible, right? So thus the name, Transgender Day of Visibility. I like to think of it as more of a subgroup of the overall rainbow itself, as far as starting off with back in the 80s with the gay movement of people being openly gay. And I like to think of it as it's a progression in history, right? Like we are progressing now. We're now moving from just the gay rights to now it's everybody's rights, or try to be everybody's rights. Just like transgender is part of the overall gay community, I look at it as a way that it's almost symbolic of like unfortunately, like I hate to say it this way, but like Black Lives Matter, right? In the overall society movement. It's just another venture, right, in a new generation of us trying to be just human beings, being a society, and being able to just move forward and just live and just be. Because it's who was it that said it before? I believe it was either Richard Pryor or George Carlin, one of those two greatest comedians, and they made a statement on stage saying that it's hard enough just being a human being. Just live and let live, basically. So to me, that's what it means. It's a progression of us as a overall society and a species.
So, of course, one of the questions I had that I really wanted to know about was, what is the difference? I know you said you were active duty. What is the difference now to back when you started? Was it, is there a big difference or?
I probably it was a shock at the start for most people. It still is, because a lot of people don't understand it, and for some in the military especially, like I'm one of the very first people that they meet that is transgender, so I have to educate them.
Yes.
Because most people, because percentage wise of the overall population, like somebody might be transgender, but they may not have started hormones, or they're not transitioning, or they don't want to transition. And for a lot of people, they'll cross somebody and they'll never know. So I end up being the one person that has to like educate in the sense of, okay, I'm transgender. This is what it means to me and this person and that person. Here's the pronouns. This is the different identifications. And it's nowadays, I mean, the LGBT acronym is just vast. So, like, I can explain to them my stuff, but my identification is going to be much more different than another person that's trans, because they may be trans male, trans female, non-binary.
Well, let's touch base on this too. Of course, we've heard from different people and everything, but we're fortunate enough to have you here to ask you. So with being transgender, is this something that you knew as a little one, or is this something later on you discovered about yourself?
I probably knew when I was really young, like looking back on it, and just never realized it. It really clicked in my like early high school years, but when I was growing up, and like a lot of people, there was no such thing as transgender. That was like a whole new word. nobody knew what it was called. Nobody knew what to call it. You were either gay or you were bi or you
Right.
were straight.
Yes.
And for me growing up, I was like, okay, like I'm bi. I know I like guys. I know I like girls. And I don't really care about gender, but that was pansexual. And that came way later.
Yes. Oh, that's
So,
what we've talked about many times is there's so much more things that we had no idea. And that's how we were too. It was either you were straight, you were bi, or you were gay, you know? So it's, but we did know somebody's little brother that loved to wear his sister's clothes. You know, we all knew somebody, you know, so it was just kind of like we weren't quite sure what was going on with him. We just figured he was gay, you
and then
know.
I grew up, right? I grew up like liking different things. Like I was like almost in the middle too, because it's like I love football, but I love dance and I love sports and fighting, and then I love drama and theater and makeup and all the other things. And it's like my friends were all asking me, they're like, "Are you sure you're not gay?" I'm like, I'm pretty sure I like both, you know. But growing up, like I already knew that I kind of had to like model after my older brother because I have a 10-year older. My brother's 10 years older than me, so I knew to model after him because I come from a Southern Baptist family. And being out, I mean, that was hard enough anyway. And it was really funny because all my friends have this nice joke of all of them knew that I was bi. My mom and dad thought I was straight
Ah,
because I was really good at being a ninja.
yes. Oh yeah, we all learned to fake it pretty good for a while.
Yep,
So when
I even
you,
went as far as getting married and having a kid.
right. So if we have, you know, the International Transgender Day of Visibility, do you have any family members that are going to like be out and visible with you?
Um, Probably not.
Probably not.
I have, so my brother's in Italy. My mom and dad talk to me to make sure I'm alive. Or correction, my mom talks to me to make sure I'm alive. My dad doesn't talk to me. My son is with his mom in Washington State. So I have my fiance, and then we have chosen family. So, um, we've learned that there's a difference between blood and family. Blood is blood, and that's biology, but family is totally different
That's
because
right.
family is always something that people don't understand. Like you can have a born family or a chosen family, and sometimes your chosen family is going to be closer to you anyway.
That's right, because they're going to love you no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, they're in your corner.
And I mean, my brother's full support of me, and his girlfriend is in full support of me, but it's just we're so far apart. Like I'm in
Right.
California and they're in Italy, so
Well, that's good though that he's supportive of you.
This has been great. We're going to go now, but before we go, I'm going to say please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you know each and every time we put up a video. See you next time.
Bye.